Hang on.
Can't believe it's that time again, but it is once again time to spend some time with Father Eric Schild. A little something we call Off the Collar. Going to give Father 3 questions. He has not seen these questions, not been privy to them in any way. Going to give us his first blush answers to these questions. Good morning, Father Eric.
Well, good morning, Ron and Dave, and good morning, Annunciation Radio listeners.
It's a hit, Father. It's a hit. People talking about this all over the place. And I have to tell you, I love this segment. Can't wait to hear your answers to our questions for today. If you're ready for question number 1, here it is. Do you believe we'll discover aliens in our lifetime?
Well, boy, see, you're putting me on a little spot here.
Oh,
What
yeah.
happens if I answer against against church teaching, and then I become a heretic, and then oh my gosh, all these different things.
I'd be mostly worried about what the aliens are thinking. Like they're listening to all of our stuff right now, and they might be coming after you.
Well, I always believe that there's always the possibility of God having created things and doing things that we have not figured out yet, and that and that we could, whether that's going to be in the form of aliens or not, I really have absolutely no clue. But I don't know that I'd be the one that I'd want. I don't know that I'd be wanting to actually discover them.
What would you say if you were the first one to talk to them? Like they just showed up and said, we're going to introduce ourselves to the world tomorrow, but we hear we should talk to you first.
I would definitely tell them. That they should talk to you two first, and get a sense of the lay of the land. Because I think you guys would do it better than me. And then the other piece to that is if they're ticked off, I'd rather them, taking it out on you guys before they take it out on me. I mean, the reality is we need priests, You guys
We don't need radio hosts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You married people are a dime a dozen.
That's right. We're expendable.
So if they're going to take it out on you, I mean.
Did you happen to see the Twilight Zone where the aliens showed up and they gave them a book, gave the people, people of the world, a book, How to Serve Mankind, and they found out at the end of the episode that it was a cookbook. How to Serve Mankind. Yeah, that's true. Everybody was already on the spacecraft, and they went, oh, my goodness, this is a cookbook. It's Monsignor Billion. There you go.
Here comes your question number 2 for Father Eric Schild. Do you prefer to text, call, or video chat?
Oh, I definitely text. So here's the interesting thing. Here's the fascinating thing. I'm a raging extrovert. I that might come as a shock to you too, and to some of the viewers. I mean, you probably just take me as a shy wallflower.
You're so demure.
Just being a little sarcastic there. But here's the thing. I'll find I'm definitely not a phone guy. And so I like to be efficient. And I find that text can be very efficient. It can also be inefficient, and that's when I can get myself into trouble. I assume that somebody knows the inflection or the tone that I have, and I text it, and then they're like, "Well, that was mean." I'm like, "Well, no, I meant that as funny," and all that stuff. But I'm definitely not a video chat guy because I get bored and I start, messing with the backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. I was on a Teams meeting with a bunch of parishioners and construction people, and they all know when I start to kind of zone out because all of a sudden my background was in the Sahara Desert, and then I was in an aquarium, and then and the one parishioner goes, "Well, it looks like we've lost Father." Anytime I have too much time and too many buttons on my hand, I can find something to do with it. So, in the spirit of efficiency, if it's a simple question, obviously, if it's a more complex question, it definitely warrants, a phone call or an in-person type of meeting.
Well, this is a phone call or an in-person type meeting because the next question is, how would you describe God the Father?
Oh, how would I describe God the Father? I love that question. When I think of God the Father, sometimes we obviously think of the whole, the old guy with the beard and, the long flowing robe and, and hovering over us in heaven. But, what I love, and it has to do with love, I love this sense. St. Augustine said that every experience of love is an experience of the Trinity. Every experience of love. So for me, to get to know God the Father, Jesus the Son, or the Holy Spirit, you have to know and experience love. Right, and that's an inroad, a big inroad to any of the members of the Holy Trinity there, and I think that it makes sense. There's so much lack of love in our society these days. No wonder people aren't experiencing God. No wonder they're not experiencing God, because we're nasty to one another. We're too busy trying to judge one another. We're too trying to, doing all these things rather than love. But I think, rather than, trying to say God the Father looks like this or whatever, which we know that we can't really get into that much, but we can we know his attributes, and God is love, and so we know God when we experience and are able to love.
Wow, love it.
Another great edition of Off the Collar with Father Eric Schild.